From the School of Journalism and Mass Communications at San Jose State University, your source for what's happening with a fresh perspective on today's issues. You're watching Update News.
Hello and welcome to Update News. I'm Lexi Nuno.
And I'm Elliot Alagueuzian. Thank you for joining us. San Jose State's football team has had a dramatic turnaround since head coach Mike McIntyre took over in 2010. But even with the team being 4-1 so far this season, are the Spartans really getting the respect they deserve? Defensive end Travis Johnson says in order to get that respect, they need to keep winning.
Yeah, I think it's going to take a continuous amount of wins. You know, we're having a good year and we need to finish this year off strong and keep getting wins.
Johnson believes this will be a long-term project for the Spartans because in previous seasons they have shown a lack of consistency.
If we can be on the up, teams are going to start noticing it. We'll start getting ranked more and things like that. So it's not going to be a one-year thing. It's got to be, 2-3 years in a row like the other teams have done.
But with 8 major professional sports teams in the Bay Area, San Jose Mercury News sports columnist Mark Purdy says they get all the attention.
In the Bay Area, the real problem for San Jose State, or really Stanford or Cal, is cutting through the clutter of all the professional teams we have. We have more professional teams than any market in the United States except for New York City.
Purdy explains that even with a national ranking, it would be hard to get any recognition at all.
And you could argue for Stanford being at one point a top 10 team, we really weren't paying them as much attention as probably top 10 teams do in other markets.
Wide receiver Chandler Jones believes that the Spartans' never say die attitude will win them their respect in the future.
Just keep playing hard. I mean, when our defense and offense is playing well and our special teams is playing well, we're a tough team to beat. So, all of us, we just need to keep focused and keep playing these next couple weeks and stuff.
Mark Purdy says the San Jose State's move to the Mountain West Conference will definitely help the Spartans football program develop faster. It will give the Spartans more television exposure as well as better competition. San Jose Earthquakes forward Chris Wondolowski is leading Major League Soccer with 22 goals this season, and the Denville native is just 5 goals away from breaking the all-time single-season scoring record. Wondolowski is no stranger to scoring goals after winning the Golden Boot 2 years ago. That's the award for most goals scored in a season. He scored 18 in 2010, then 16 last season, and with 3 games left in this season, Wondolowski says he still has a good chance of beating the record.
There'll definitely be some chances out there, and I got to finish them. And so the main objective right now is to get that supporter shield, though. And definitely chances and goals will be out there, and I just got to finish them.
He's a clear favorite to winning his second career Golden Boot Award, as well as the MLS MVP Award. Zip cars can be rented online and are left in car share parking spaces.
I have the VTA pass, so I just usually take public transportation, and that works fine enough for me, but sometimes you need to get places faster, so it sounds like it'll probably work out really well.
But finding a parking space is becoming more of a hassle. So, City Council member Sam Liccardo proposed more parking for car share companies such as Zip cars.
We're certainly reducing the parking demand in high-density areas, particularly around the downtown, and we're also seeing significant reduction in the amount of driving that's happening because people are simply more judicious about how they drive.
Liccardo says transportation costs in the Bay Area can take up to 35% of family budgets.
That is a huge burden, and moving into a center city like downtown San Jose, that burden becomes even greater because now you have parking costs. Insurance always costs more in a downtown area.
Graphic design major Vivian Nguyen says that she does not see the point of putting extra cars in downtown San Jose.
I'm not sure it'll help much because downtown is really crowded anyway. I mean, people use buses, other transportation.
Liccardo hopes his new proposal can attract more businesses to San Jose.
Their employees now can ride transit with the assurance that if they need to run an errand or they need to be somewhere in the middle of the day as a part of their work, they can get a car to do that without having to bring their car.
The Director of Transportation will authorize up to 40 on-street and off-street parking spaces for car share vehicle companies such as Zipcar, 20 of which will be released within the next 6 months. After that, it will all depend on the demand of the consumers. In San Jose, Elliot Alagueuzian, Update News. Fans are rushing the field here at Spartan Stadium as the Spartans have won their 10th game of the season, the first time since 1987. And what better way to do it on the grand stage of national television. In San Jose, Elliot Alagueuzian, Update News. SJSU celebrated its annual Legacy Week this past week, but do you know what the celebration was all about? Brianna Villalobos says it's an important part of Spartan history. San Jose State University has launched a partnership with major tech powerhouses Cisco and Nexus IS Inc. to upgrade the campus's information technology infrastructure. This plan is designed to give students a better learning experience while providing new cutting-edge technology. SJSU President Mohammed Kayomi says the time has come to make this a reality. It has been just 3 months since San Jose State University appointed a new athletic director, and Gene Blairmeyer has hit the ground running, making sure work on some very big projects stays on schedule. Blairmeyer grew up in California and has 4 children who live in the Bay Area and says that was a big reason for him to come back home. The Spartan football team is back east this weekend in a big game against Navy. It follows a dramatic fourth-quarter win in San Diego for the first time since 1952. Last Saturday, Spartan quarterback David Fales threw 3 touchdown passes in the final 12 minutes of the game to complete a 38-34 win. Tight end Ryan Otten caught his first touchdown pass of the season.
No, it was a big win for us. It means a lot for our university and for our whole program, and we're excited about that happening. And it was a big deal for our kids and a big deal for our president.
If the Spartans beat Navy, it'll be their first 4-game winning streak since 2006. After Navy, the Spartans have a bye week before they face off against Utah State at home in the first conference game of the season. Spartans women's volleyball team is about halfway through its 2012 season. On Tuesday, the Lady Spartans hosted their 3rd straight opponent at home after defeating the previous 2. The Lady Spartans battled closely with the University of Pacific Tigers in the first set, but ultimately fell by 4 points. The next 2 sets were not as close, as Pacific used a series of short runs to win the match in straight sets. The Spartans were playing their 3rd game in 5 days, but came out flat.
We definitely came out a little dull. Could have came out a lot stronger mentally. Physically it was there, but mentally we had a little dull moment in the beginning.
After this game, the Spartans' record stood at 6-8, and they have 7 more home games until the season ends. That'll do it for now. Thanks for watching.